ココチャンネル。
Hi everyone, this is Coco. I've decided to do another English video. In this video, I am going to talk about a little bit of my background and the reason why I chose to come to Taiwan. So with me and Taiwan actually has a long history because my parents, they loved Taiwan from ages ago. And now Taiwan is a popular holiday destination for Japanese people because it's so close and you can just come for the weekend if you want to. You know, you can come here for 2 nights and like enjoy all these yummy soup dumplings or mango shaved ice. It's very easy for Japanese people to come. It's cheaper than Japan. It's safe to travel, full of yummy food. So it's very popular for Japanese people to come here now. But my parents started coming to Taiwan from ages ago, even before I was born. So first time I came to Taiwan was when I was 10 years old, which is what, 1996 it would be, I think. So that time I don't think many Japanese people were coming to Taiwan for family holidays, but my family did. What I remember from that trip is that a massive typhoon hit Taipei, which you can see on Wikipedia as well. It was such a big tropical storm. It was so windy and raining so hard. I was only little, so I was pretty scared about it. And the hotel leaked.
The hotel
lobby was soaked on the day after the typhoon. So that's what I remember from that trip. But anyway, Taiwan's like so safe and it's so fun. So I always had a good impression about Taiwan. Okay, then now we skip to when I was in high school, when I was 16. So actually when I was 16, I moved to New Zealand. I first went there as like a study abroad thing, and I attended a high school in New Zealand for 2 years, and I liked the country so much. So I didn't go back to Japan for uni, then I just stayed in New Zealand for 10 years. And that's why I speak English. In the every other video, I'm writing my own English subtitles by myself, and that's why I've got this funny accent. So yeah, I came to Taiwan after living in New Zealand for 10 years. When I was living in New Zealand, I never ever have thought that I would actually move back to Asia and, you know, not Japan and live in Taiwan. Like, it was not on my agenda. So in the last few years of New Zealand, there were 2 major events that happened. The first one was, you may have heard about it. It didn't get broadcasted that much in the other countries, like outside of New Zealand. And I have met a lot of people who don't know about it at all. But in 2011, 1 month before the earthquake in Japan, in Tohoku area, there was a big earthquake in New Zealand, in Christchurch. Yeah, so ever since I moved to New Zealand, I was always in Christchurch. I had lived there for 8 years, and in 2011, there was a big earthquake which actually destroyed the city center. So I bought this book here. So this book here is called Responders, and this is a memorial book of Christchurch Earthquake. I don't think this is sold anywhere outside of New Zealand, but I just bought this as a memory. When the earthquake hit, I was working in the city center of Christchurch, very close to the famous cathedral. So on the cover of the book here, I was in this building. Yeah. So as you can see, all these bricks and like rubbles, fell in front of the building, and I was working in the store. I was managing a souvenir shop and like selling sheepskin boots and like New Zealand t-shirts, New Zealand keyrings, those kind of things. So I was serving a customer, then the quake hit. Luckily, there was only one customer inside of the shop at that moment. So there was me, other co-worker, and one customer. Three of us got trapped inside of the building. I can't remember for how long. It wasn't for that long. Nobody got hurt. Well, the earthquake hit and the lights got turned off and a lot of things fell on the street. What I remember is I saw a van, like a courier van, parked on the street, and something fell on the van and the van got smashed. That's like the last thing I saw of the outside. Then a lot of things fell and covered the whole window, so I couldn't see anything else, and it was like pretty dark inside. I don't have a whole memory of it, like it's very blur. We looked at the door, entrance door, but it was covered by the bricks which fell from the outside wall. And honestly, I can't remember how long we were there for, but I saw a little light coming in from where the entrance door was, and I kind of slowly, carefully pushed the rubbles and like bricks and stuff and made a little hole, and we all crawled out. Yeah, so that's what I experienced in the Christchurch earthquake. It did traumatize me, so I still freak out of any tiny earthquakes. But anyway, so that's one of the things that happened to my life. And yeah, of course, like the building got damaged pretty badly, as you saw on the photo. So I lost my job. I mean, Christchurch City wasn't working after that for a while. Then I decided to move to a small town called Palmerston North in the North Island of New Zealand. And I stayed in Palmerston North for 2 years. I don't know, I didn't hate the place, but I didn't love the place. I mean, it wasn't Christchurch. I never really felt home in Palmerston North. So I was feeling like, I don't know, like, should I move? Christchurch wasn't the same anymore, and I had already moved, so I kind of didn't know where to go next within New Zealand. And the second thing happened in my life was that I got the permanent residency of New Zealand. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when I got that, but it was around the time of Christchurch earthquake. I think it was before that. But anyway, I got a permanent residency of New Zealand, which means that I can stay in New Zealand, I can work in New Zealand, and I can leave and come back to New Zealand anytime I want. Then I realized that I didn't have to keep staying in New Zealand after I got it. Yeah, so just those two things added up, and I think I was kind of going through mid-20s crisis at the same time. I feel like you don't know what you're doing and you kind of want to change your life. So because those two things happened to me in the end of 2012, I kind of suddenly remembered that I always wanted to learn Chinese. It was because I had visited Taiwan a few times by that time. Yeah, by being able to speak Chinese, it only increases your chances to do whatever, like in the business scene or making friends, or I don't know. I mean, I just thought it will be quite good to learn Mandarin Chinese. At first, I thought about going to Singapore, but then I thought again and I was like, well, Singapore, you know, a lot of people speak English in Singapore, and I just didn't think I could study Mandarin Chinese and actually improve it. I knew I would rely on my English to do anything in Singapore, and it's super expensive. So I was like, okay, no, not Singapore. Then Taiwan. I mean, I didn't really want to go to the mainland China. Well, don't judge me here. I have been to mainland China and I did not enjoy it so much. I wasn't just deciding that based on what I saw on the media or anything. I decided that on my own experience, and I knew I didn't really want to go to mainland China. Yeah, I was like, well, I could do Taiwan. I mean, it's fun, it's safe, it's clean enough. I mean, some parts of Taiwan are not as clean as Japan, but it's acceptable. Yeah, I could see myself living in Taiwan. So yeah, then I thought like, okay, Taiwan would probably work perfectly. I can learn Chinese, probably look for a job after that. I get to experience living in Asia as an adult for a few years. That was my plan. And that's why I came to Taiwan in 2013. Well, originally, I was only going to stay in Taiwan for maybe 2 years max. I was thinking 1 year to study Mandarin Chinese. Then second year, maybe I apply for a working holiday visa. You just don't know what happens in your life. You just can't plan everything, yeah? I didn't plan to stay in Taiwan for this long, but I managed to find a job after I studied Mandarin Chinese, and it worked out all right. I made like very nice friends here. I enjoy my life here. The other thing I love about Taiwan is that Taiwan's location, it's like the center of East Asia, and it's like 3 hours to Japan, 3 hours to Korea, 3 hours to Thailand, 3 hours to Vietnam. It's just so convenient to go on holidays. So now I just can't find any reasons to leave Taiwan, pretty much. And yeah, everything is working fine. I enjoy my life here. Well, this year, May, my 8th year in Taiwan has started, and I honestly can't believe it. I think for now, I'll stay here for a while. I can't say how long. Well, pretty much I will stay here until I find something else. But yeah, so I might go back to New Zealand, or I might try living in Southeast Asia, somewhere like Vietnam or Thailand or somewhere like that. So you never know. Anyway, this is my story why I'm here. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video again. I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably do English video again. And in my next few videos, I will share with you about my life in Taiwan with a bit more details. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. If you have any questions you would like to ask me about Taiwan or about myself or anything, please leave a comment for me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye!